Right now, President Trump's administration is focusing efforts on the security of the northern border with concerns on drug trafficking and illegal migrations.
Which is why KREM 2's Regan Gallo spoke with Canadian and U.S. officials to get a local perspective on those challenges up north. Regan?
In an executive order from February 1st, President Trump voices his concern of illegal migrations and drug trafficking on the northern border. And he states a large production of fentanyl is coming from British Columbia.
One of Canada's consul generals, who is based in Seattle, says Canada is upping their efforts and funds to decrease these security risks.
Less than 1% of the total crossing U.S. borders was from Canada, but of that less than 1%, that's gone down another 89% since last June.
He recognizes these crossings include illegal fentanyl crossings.
A total of $1.5 billion in the last couple of months to help address this problem.
Authorities say those funds have gone to 10,000 additional border personnel, Black Hawk helicopters, drones, and K9 units to reduce risk. And one example near Spokane was last October. Just 290 miles from Spokane, Canadian authorities discovered a super meth lab in Falkland, BC. Local law enforcement seized massive amounts of meth, fentanyl, and firearms. The U.S. District Attorney's Office says there are vulnerabilities on the eastern Washington northern border due to less resources and more rugged terrain.
The remote nature of the border in the Eastern District makes it very timely and difficult a lot of times for if a smuggler or someone is detected and all of their fancy Border Patrol equipment, longer to get there.
But even with those vulnerabilities, Bonsgard says fentanyl trafficking across the border is not as prevalent compared to the west side of Washington state. However, she says there is still reason for concern.
If the southern border becomes more difficult, I could definitely see them moving towards importing in the northern border into Canada and then down.
With the current focus the U.S. has on border protection, she says traffickers will stay determined to get across the border.
Both government officials I spoke to say it is essential that border protection between Canada and the U.S. continues to collaborate effectively. In the newsroom, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.